up, you guys? Raz at the out here in Singapore, back on it, y'all. Always on the Night Owl podcast. Thank you so much for joining me. And tonight I have another one of those, rhetorical questions that I want to answer, mostly because I like the question. I enjoyed it. So when I saw it on a post on one of my friends' accounts, Rising Sun Oracle, I decided, you know what? I'm going to write down exactly what I think. And I get to share a little bit of my worldview and see how people react to it. So honestly, it's not to impress anybody. It's just the way I feel. But if you feel like it's helpful, great. And if you don't, that's cool too. But I thought I'd consider this. So the question tonight is, are you a human being or are you a human doing? And to be very honest, I see a lot of the masculine, feminine, energies in that question, because as a human being, you're allowing, you're nurturing, you're not forcing anything, and that is a very feminine spirit to be embodying, right? And as a human doing, you're very action oriented, you're taking matters into your own hands, you're finding a way to get things done and dusted, and that's a very masculine energy to embody. So this question is kind of cool because I know from a spiritual aspect that I embody both sets. Everybody does, right? So a lot of times we talk about, women and men, male identities and female identities. But when you talk about spirit, it's like, well, you have both. So which one do you favor? Which one are you used to using? And for me, I'm used to using the masculine. I'm used to being a doing person, mostly because I didn't have a chance to sit around and wait for someone to do it for me. I kind of had to get up and get it done myself. So I am very masculine in that aspect. I like to take charge. I like to just get in there and get started doing stuff. I'm the group leader usually. I'm the one who usually gets everything done, and people just co-sign to the project. I feel better once I've gotten it done, which is actually kind of funny because if you think about my human design, I'm a projector. I'm not a generator. I don't have the energy to do like most people do, but I was raised around generators, so I feel like, okay, I have the ability to do anyway. So I've pushed myself into this pattern of doing, action, get it done, find a way, do the research, do it step by step, a little bit at a time, and you'll get your problem solved, basically. If I don't know who or how to do it, I will go ask somebody, and if they don't know how, I'll ask for referrals, and eventually I will get the damn job done because that's just the way I raised myself. Now, I also want to be a human being. Now, that part has kind of cropped up in the last 9 years since I had my baby girl. And honestly, that's because I needed to slow down a lot. I couldn't constantly be doing because I had to be there and be present and watch her as she discovered the world around her. When she first started walking, when she first started speaking, her first giggles, her first song that she memorized by herself, her first little dance when she gets excited, the dance she does when she is happy with the food she's eating, because trust me, there's a dance for that too. But the point is, I can't be doing if I want to watch and observe and enjoy with her. I have to be a being at that point. So I really love this question because it's like the dichotomy of light and dark, the dichotomy between doing and being, the balance, if you will, of what life is essentially. How do you manage this balance? What do you do? When are you in action and when are you supposed to just lay back and let the world handle it? A lot of times I will do what I can, and I've learned that change is inevitable and I can't force change, and I definitely can't fight it. A lot of times I have to accept what I can, adjust for what I know how, and then let the rest come to me. I have to make a decision though. I can't be sitting on a fence and hoping that, somehow the universe will tell me what I need to do. A lot of times I need to decide that I'm going to go with it or I'm going to fight against it. And once I decide that, the universe will push me in the direction I need to be in anyway. I think it's been a very interesting road to discovering how to allow. Now, I don't know how many of you understand what the twin flame journey is, but there is a dichotomy there as well. There is a masculine presence and there is a feminine presence, and a lot of times we switch places as well. There are times when I am expected to do and work on myself and bring about this healing that I need for my own self, because his presence is brought up as a mirror to me to show me where I haven't healed yet. And a lot of times when I realize that he's triggering me to heal some things, there are certain aspects that I can do something about actively and get the healing sorted out, and some situations where I can't. I have to allow it to happen and pass over me. I have to resist my nervous system's temptation to manipulate or control or put my foot in it somehow so I can get the outcome that I'm looking for. As in, I have to let go of the expectation of how things will turn out. I have to allow things to unfold naturally according to divine timing. And that's not something I'm used to. That's something that I try to fight very hard because it's an uncomfortable feeling to let things kind of just move on their own. I've never had that chance to do that. And in the small instances I did as a child, obviously I was in a safe place because I was with my grandparents or with my uncles or with my parents, and it wasn't such a scary ordeal. But ever since I've been an adult and on my own, allowing things to happen hasn't really gone very well. And perhaps that was because the other aspects of my life were not in order either. I didn't always have the best of friends around me. I didn't always have people around me who had my best interests at heart. I didn't always have people who were advising me because they wanted me to succeed. A lot of times they were advising me because they wanted to succeed. And in order for them to succeed, I had to look pale in comparison. So a lot of times for me, the push from the universe for me to just let go and let it be, let it figure itself out, let it sort itself out, has been really, really painful. That's been the biggest part of me that I have had to heal because I have a tough time trusting people. I have a tough time trusting that the universe actually has my back. So many times I thought everything would turn out okay, and somebody pulled the rug out from under me, the other shoe dropped, someone pulled back the hammer. I was triggered and hurt and destroyed in so many different instances that I get very nervous in situations where I'm not able to do anything. My hands are basically tied. I kind of have to sit this one through. So when people ask, are you a human being or a human doing? I'm a bit of both. I've learned to be a bit of both. For a long time, I was a human doing without realizing that's what I was doing. But now I'm a little bit of both. I'm a human being as well because I can put my work out there. I can plant the seeds, but then I have to wait. I have to nurture, I have to allow, I have to let divine timing kind of work its magic. I can tell people what they need to know. And not saying that I'm lying to them or telling them just what they need to know. I'm telling them what they ask. I gave them the answer they asked for. And then it's a matter of them letting that sit in their brain with them for a while until they realize, okay, yeah, this is the only route that I have left. I need to kind of try this. So as much as I would like to resist change and manipulate it somehow or find a way to make things end up the way I want them to, this path so far in the last 10 years has definitely taught me that it's not just about doing, it's about allowing, it's about letting things be. When things are chaotic, a lot of times I have no choice but to step aside and let the mud settle so I can see clearly what happened or what's actually going on. Because if I get caught up in the BLM jargon, if I get caught up in the politics of it all, the message itself will get lost. The purpose will get lost. And I can't afford to be carried away with all of the mini dramas, the sidetracks, the pivots away from the main cause, because I'm here to actually really help. I'm here to help people find peace in this lifetime because it is possible. I know because I found peace in this lifetime, and not just one time. I find peace in many, many different episodes throughout my day. Every chance that someone has to come and irritate me or aggravate me is a chance for me to choose peace over the fact that I can get carried away and join the argument that I've been invited to and definitely create more chaos. But I've learned with age, with time, that that's not even worth it. So as much as I have been a human doing, I'm becoming more of a human being, and I'm learning to enjoy that part of life. So I would love to hear your thoughts about what you think about the question. I think it's a very deep question, or at least I took it as a deep question, but it'd be interesting to hear what your thoughts are. So please, by all means, drop them in the comments below. What do you think? Human being or human doing? And in the meantime, you guys, I hope you get a chance to relax and be just as much as you get a chance to get up and go do. I love you guys. I'll catch you soon. Bye.